Hello everyone, and happy 28th birthday to Kim Namjoon. Today I'm going to be showing you a nail art design that I did in celebration of his 28th birthday. First, I'm applying base coat. I'm using peel off base coat as usual for easy removal. Now I'm painting my index and pinky fingernails a pale olive green, my middle and ring fingernails off-white, and my thumbnail a light brown. I definitely chose earthier tones for this design to really fit Namjoon's aesthetic and his interests. On the index fingernail, I'm going to be using the off-white color that I use for the middle and ring fingernails, and I'm drawing a circle in the center of the nail and filling it in. And now I'm using the same color to draw a kind of checkerboard pattern behind. It's going to be pretty tight and the squares are going to be pretty small. So once I had the lines going down the nail in the vertical direction, I went across in the horizontal direction so that I can get my squares and checkerboard. And now I'm going in with grade to add some dimension to the orb, and I'm also using another grade to add the kind of pot for the bonsai plant, and I'm using the same base color to add kind of like the green grassy area and base. Now I'm using that gray polish to add the trunk and the branches and basically just marking out where the tree will go, and later we'll be adding the leaves and the flower. This design is inspired by Namjoon's love of bonsai trees, and this is a design that I wanted to paint last year but I didn't get the chance to. And now I'm adding some dimension to the orb with white and also kind of a sheer taupe color. I'm adding white on the other sides as well for the highlights. And now onto the pinky nail, I am doing the same design, taking an off-white polish to draw a circle in the center of the nail and filling it in. And now I'm taking the same base color to add the same kind of bathroom tile design. So we're just starting with the vertical, straight up and down, and then we're going across the nail. Now I'm just taking a variety of purple polishes to draw a clematis, which is Namjoon's birth flower. In the meantime, I've also outlined the whole orb with a dark gray polish so that it can help stand out against the busy background. And for the center, I'm first laying down a base of white polish so that when I add the yellow polish, it can really pop off of the purple. And now I'm adding the same highlights to really bring this orb to life. And now onto the middle and ring fingernails, I'm taking the same gray polish to draw two circles in the center of the nails. So basically, our four nails will connect in that all of them have a circle in the center of the nail, and I also tried to make them the same size so it would be very cohesive. And now I'm just taking the same gray polish to mark out the spokes of the wheels. So as you can tell, these two in the center will become a kind of bicycle design inspired by the single that he released for Festa this year. The cover art for the single also had these specks on it, so I'm just taking the same base color and stippling it around the design. Now those specks were quite large for my liking, so I just went over top with the base color to kind of separate them and blend them into the base. And onto the thumbnail, I'm taking a light flesh tone to mark down where his face would go, and I feel like I could have made this a lot bigger because I do still have a lot of empty space around him. But anyways, I'm just moving down onto the neck and then his shirt, which is just white. The reference photo that I used for this design was from Butter Promotions. It was actually taken like when he was waiting at the set for Butter. So anyways, now I'm just taking tan polish to kind of separate the neck and the head, and I'm also using a light pink for the base of his hair so that later we can add brighter pinks to really separate each strand out. And now I'm taking a lighter color to block off his cheeks. Because I don't add specific facial details, by blocking off colors like this, I can get a little bit more detail in. And now I'm just taking a light gray polish to kind of separate the collar and everything on his shirt. And I'm also using a darker color to add more shadows. And again, I had too much empty space around him, so I just took the base color from the middle two nails and stippled it on to the empty space. And it's not supposed to follow any like strict or precise pattern. I just ended up doing a lot of them really close together, and then I used the base color to again kind of separate and blend them into the base. Now all you have to do is apply a generous layer of top coat to seal in your designs and you're done. Overall, I'm very satisfied with this design. It's probably the most Namjoon thing that I've ever painted. There's just so many like nature elements, and there's obviously bicycling, and I just really like how warm and soft this is, and it reminds me of his personality as well. So anyways, that is it for my Namjoon 28th birthday nail art design. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I hope he has a wonderful birthday, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye everyone!